I'm Noah from American Trucks, and these are a set of LED bar factory style headlights with amber reflectors, chrome housings, and clear lenses fitting the 2009 to 2014 F-150 with the factory halogen headlights. Now, if you're looking for a set of replacement headlights that don't stray too far from the completely stock look, but you still would like a modern daytime running light feature, then these are a great, modest option that'll give the front end of your F-150 a facelift. So these headlights are advertised as an updated version of the factory clear and chrome design. We're looking at clear lenses with an enclosed and fully weather sealed chrome housing and amber corners. Now these guys are going to accept the factory H1 headlight bulbs. Everything you need to replace your headlight is included, and these are just going to bolt in the exact same way you took the old ones out. But these also stay true to the OEM design since they have the factory standard reflector housing rather than a projector lens or something like that. Now you can swap those halogen bulbs out for some super bright LEDs as well, and that's going to make these guys really bright. And we do have a few options on our site that you can choose from, and upgrading to LED bulbs is one of the most affordable ways to get great lighting performance if you're not looking to break the bank. Now either way, no matter what bulb you choose, I would always recommend putting a fresh set of bulbs in new headlights while you have them out and the back end of the headlight is easily accessible. Now on to the main party piece, and the reason you're probably looking at these in the first place, those bright white daytime running lights here in the popular C-shaped design we're seeing all over the place. Now, these are going to make you more visible to other drivers on the road, and they add a lot to the overall design of the headlight as well. Now I really think the C-bar complements the shape of the housing as well, and not to mention that the DRLs really make just about any vehicle stand out. So these guys are designed to handle some impact from off-roading debris, road and rock chips, or anything that has the potential to sandblast and chip your headlight. These lenses are constructed from an impact-resistant ABS plastic, and the weather-sealed chrome housing is going to be able to handle engine bay heat and ward off any moisture that could creep into the headlight. These headlights as a unit are IP67 waterproof rated as well, so they're resistant to high-pressured water as well as some serious engine bay heat. Coming in around the $350 price point, these headlights are comparable to the stock replacement price, making them a very affordable option to even just replace dinged up and yellowed headlights with, especially when compared to other upgraded aftermarket options. Now I always think that fresh and clean headlights can make a truck look 10 years newer, not to mention that these have that sort of facelift daytime running light design as well. So you're in for an install difficulty of 1 out of 3 wrenches, and installing these headlights should only take you about an hour. Speaking of install, let's head over to the install bay and get these headlights put on our F-150.
The tools you'll need for this project are a ratchet, a 10mm socket, a pair of wire strippers and crimpers, and a pair of pliers. Hi everyone, today we're installing a set of headlights on our F-150, so let's get started with the uninstall of the stock headlights first. First thing we need to do is remove the 2 headlight bolts at the top here, and then 1 at the side, and we're going to use our 10mm socket to do that. And with our 3 bolts removed, all we've got to do now is just grab a hold of the light and pull it straight forward. And with our headlight removed, we can go ahead and disconnect the 3 connectors on the back simply by pushing down on the release lever on each of the connectors and pulling it out. Now before we can install our new light, there's a couple things we need to take care of. First, we need to transfer all of our bulbs from our old light to our new light, and then we need to add a couple of electrical connectors to the ends of our wires here on the back of our new light. So let's go ahead and get the lights transferred over first, and then we'll work on getting the electrical connections made on the ends of the wires. Now to do this, to transfer your bulbs over, basically what you're going to do is grab a hold of the socket on the back of the light, twist it counterclockwise until it unlocks, and then lift it out. And then we'll just transfer it over to the new light, insert it into the hole, and twist it clockwise to lock it back into place. So let's go ahead and get those done. Now when doing the headlight bulb, you want to be careful not to touch the bulb itself, as the oils from your hand could shorten the life of the bulb. Now the kit does come with these T-taps and spade bit connectors to connect our wires to the harness on the truck. What you're going to do is the T-tap itself is going to connect to the wiring harness in the truck, and the way they work is, assuming that this is wire on the harness in the truck, what you would do is just put the T-tap over the wire, close it up, and then use a pair of pliers to close it and lock it into place. Once you've got it locked into place, then the spade bit, once it's connected to the wire, will just slip over the end and slide into the T-tap, and that will make your connection for you. So to make the connection to the wire itself, what we're going to do is strip off about 1/4 inch or so on the end of the wire, twist it to keep it from fraying, and then slide it into the round end of the connector. Once you've got it seated, go ahead and use your crimpers and squeeze it into place. Then give it a little tug just to make sure that it's tight. And we'll do the same thing for the black wire. Now we're ready to install it in the truck. Now, as you can see, this is our parking wire harness for the truck itself. Now, we've already got our T-taps installed on here. We have done this once or twice before. So we've got one on the ground wire, one on the power wire. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the black wire from our light. So plug the black wire into the dark wire on the harness, and then do the same thing with the white wire. Plug that into the lighter wire or the positive wire. And then once we've got that done, go ahead and connect the rest of our harness. Plug them in till they snap shut, and then we'll plug in our headlight connector, and finally our parking light connector. Now everything's plugged in, we can go ahead and insert the light back into position. And we'll go ahead and secure it with the original hardware. And tighten it down with our 10mm socket. And now you can repeat that whole process for the other side. And that wraps up our review and install of the LED bar factory style headlights with amber reflectors, chrome housing, and clear lens for your 09 to 14 F-150 with factory halogen headlights. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.